Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. This is Brad Cartwright with Econ Course Companion, and today we're going to take a look at the IB core concepts for the chapter in macroeconomics called Equity in the Distribution of Income. This might be the most politically explosive chapter in your 2-year journey through IB economics because this gets to the convergence of economics and political action. This gets to the convergence between economic beliefs and where you come from in life and what you expect and anticipate and actually or don't expect or don't want from your government. Equity in the distribution gets to the core of where and how much we want our own government involved in our lives or in the lives of other citizens. All right, so let's take a look at what the IB says you must be able to do after studying this unit. All right, first of all, check it. You must be able to distinguish between equity and equality. You must be able to distinguish between absolute poverty and relative poverty. You must be able to explain the possible causes and consequences of poverty. You must be able to explain and draw a Lorenz curve and explain and draw a Gini coefficient. The Lorenz curve, it's like my favorite. That's my favorite curve. It's my favorite diagram in the whole 2-year run of IB economics. It says so much and it's so cool because it's based on this Gini coefficient and it's so visible. It actually, as you know, shows inequity. Like it does it. It's pretty cool. Mathematically shows human inequity. That's a hard task to do, and the Lorenz curve does it, and from it comes the Gini coefficient. It's super cool. Analyze data on relative income levels of the population. Can you do that? Can you distinguish between and give examples of direct taxes and indirect taxes? Can you explain how government can alter the distribution of income through the use of direct tax policies? Remember, direct tax policies are centered around income taxes. So proportional tax, regressive tax, a flat tax. How do the government and what can the government do to alter the distribution of income through the use of those tax policies? Super, super, super inflammatory political ideology there, right? This is what the old people get in arguments around the dinner table about that you may have heard. All right. Also, in equity in the distribution of income, you must be able to distinguish between and give examples of progressive, regressive, and proportional taxes. You must be able to explain how the government can use tax revenue to provide goods and services for those on low incomes. Can you explain how government can alter the distribution of income through the use of transfer payments? Holy moly, transfer payments. Low income, this is taking tax money from one segment of the society and providing services to the other. And of course, don't get too complicated, my friends. This is human behavior. If you're in the low economic section of your country, you're going to want the government to help you out. And if you're on the upper end of your economic situation in your country, you are going to be money's going to be taken out of your pocket, and you're never going to receive any benefit from that except for the overall general rise of income levels in your country, which of course helps you, but not immediately, right? So this is human behavior. And if you took someone who grew up if you took someone from the poor section who wants those services and made them rich, and the rich person made them poor, there's a good chance that their entire political spectrums would be flipped around, and the person who's now poor would want government intervention in their life by providing services. And where do governments get money? But from taxes from the wealthy or from other means that in every industrialized nation, the wealthy are disproportionately taxed. But the idea is that they can afford it. All right, so there's politics. There's the big argument around the dinner table. All right. Lastly, you need to evaluate the use of government policies to redistribute income. So evaluate those actual policies. And if you're an HLer, you need to be able to calculate the average rate of tax and the marginal rate of tax for a given country. All right, so inequity and distribution of income. Those are the key things that the IB says, yo, students, you got to be able to do this. And if you can't do these, stay up and study because you're not ready. It's a review sheet. It is your friend. It is your guide. And Econ Course Companion is here throughout the entire course of study, providing you with these little IB core concept videos to make you feel calm, because through them you will feel prepared. All right, my friends, be kind to one another. Do something cool. Do something kind for someone today. I hope this was helpful, and we'll talk to you in a bit.